Hello children. We all require oxygen for energy. So, where do we get oxygen? I hope you know well, that is plant. Plant play a major role in our life and we get many things from them. We can't imagine our life without them. So, it is necessary to know about them. That's why today I came forward with the lesson getting to know about plants. Now you observe this picture. Here we find the contents of present chapter. Those are types of plants, parts of a plant, root system, stem, leaf and flower. Now see the picture. It is about classification of plants. Dear children, what do you observe here? A beautiful picture. When we go out to different places, especially parks, forests and so on, what do we find? We find different types of plants like herbs, shrubs, trees, climbers and creepers. Let us discuss in detail about each and every type of plant. First one is herb. These are small plants less than 1 meter height. They have green, tender stems with few branches. You know mint and coriander, right? These are the best examples of herbs. And the next one is shrubs. These are medium-sized plants about 1 to 3 meters in height. They have thin and hard stems with a lot of branches. Rose, everyone like rose. Hibiscus and lemon are the best examples of shrubs. And the second one is about trees. These are tall, generally over 3 meters in height. They have thick, hard and brown stem called trunk. Branches arise from the upper part of the stem. So, next one is climber and creepers. We shall see about creepers. These are like watermelon and strawberry that spread on the ground. Hope everyone knows about money plant that climbs up with a support. It is called climber. Next content is the part of the plant. Generally, a plant consists of roots, stems, leaves, flowers and fruits, etc. Now let us discuss in detail about the parts of the plant. About the root system. Roots are the important underground parts of all plants. Its primary functions are fixation of the plant into the ground. That means it will not allow the plant to fall on the soil. It gives perfect anchoring. Next one, absorption of water and minerals from the soil. Do you know children? It also stores the food materials. Daily we eat carrot, right? Beetroot, turnip, sweet potato. These are all nothing but the storage of food materials in the roots. Based on the root structure of the roots are classified into two types. They are tap roots and fibrous roots. So, taproot system, here it's representing the picture which consists of a main root and the lateral branches called secondary root. Children, it appears like cone shape always. Next, fibrous root system. So, fibrous roots consist of fine hair-like structures which appears bushy manner. They do not have a main root. Now, the next part is the stem. The stem is the portion of the plant that sits above the ground and bears leaves, flowers and fruits. The main function of the stem is transporting of water and minerals from the root to rest of the part of a plant. So, it acts as a transport agent. It carries all the materials. Now, we shall see about leaf. Leaves are thin flat that develops laterally at the node. Node means nothing but a bulged like portion where it develops branches or stems or leaves or flowers. Generally, leaf has leaf base to the stem. That is nothing but the petiole. Now, a stalk like structure, that means a stick like structure you are watching, no? He is holding, someone is holding. So, that links the leaf to the stem. And you know the flat surface of the leaf, right? That is called leaf blade, which consists of a lot of veins. And a line like structure that divides the leaf blade into two is called midrib. The main functions of the leaf are photosynthesis, which is very important process through which it prepares its food, and also it exchanges the gases like oxygen and carbon dioxide. Based on the arrangement of the veins, the lamina of the leaf, that means venation. Do you know about the venation, children? The arrangement of the veins in the lamina of the leaf is termed as a venation. It is quite interesting. Generally, if you observe, we can easily find a network like small thread-like structures on the leaves, or some are parallel lines. So that is representing here reticulate venation. Veins are arranged in a net-like pattern on both sides of the midrib. Whereas parallel venation, veins run parallel to one another from the base to the tip of the leaf. Yes, these pictures shows a clear information about the venation. See now, you're watching all some small branch-like structures or root-like structures, whatever, forms network-like structures called reticulate venation. It is somewhat complex, and parallel venation is so beautiful. So those are parallel lines which are runs from top to bottom. You know banana, right? Banana leaf. We eat on that. That is also one of the good example for the parallel venation. Now, everyone likes flowers, right? So, this is about the parts of the flower: sepal, petal, stamen, pistil. Let us discuss about that. So, parts of a flower very important because the flower is the reproductive part of a plant. It only reproduces. Let us discuss. There are mainly 4 components, Nana. This first one, the first outermost whorl. Whorl means a layer. You can see the green colored picture that represents especially sepal. Sepals are hard, green color and outer layer, and it protects the inner layers. Beneath that, petals. So petals are very beautiful, having lot of colors. Some are scented in smell and which attracts everyone. And those are smooth if we compare with the sepals. And the next one is about the stamens. You are seeing especially now in this picture a matchstick like structures. So filament and anther is called stamen. And the pistil contains stigma, style, ovary. Now see here clearly, you can watch the stamens. See, the filament are long pipe-like structures. At the tip of the filament, you can see here a bulged portion called anthers. And combinedly, filament and anther is called stamen. When we come to the pistil have 3 parts. Stigma, somewhat bulged in structure, and style, a long pipe tube-like structure, and the ovary. You know children, ovary contains ovules. Those ovules only turn into seeds and ovary turn into fruit. This is a quite clear information of the parts of a flower, which is very important. Now, why I have kept this slide? Because these have different types of petals which are in different colors. So, it has a special characteristic to attract the birds, insects and the other organisms which mainly helpful for their reproduction. Thank you. Have a great time.